Hello and welcome to my Powertech Battlemaster guide. I'm just going to run through a couple of the skills I've got here. The biochem buffs over on the right hand side, you can see them popping up. Got a lot of buffs, kind of negated a little bit by the two Warzone stims and heal pack there. Which can boost you quite a lot in the Warzone. So biochem's not necessarily a necessity, but yeah, just having a look at that. Here's my combustible gas cylinder. Load your blaster with combustible gas, giving all your blaster attacks a 10% chance to deal 186 additional elements and damage over 6 seconds. That's pretty good because it procs a lot. In 1.2 they're going to require that in order to get your free rail shot from heat blast and rocket punch. So that's going to play a big more place in the up and coming Battletech. See, here I'm rolling with Battlemaster eliminated gear. I've still got a couple of champion bits in there, so it's not full Battlemaster yet, but we're working on it. Have a look at my expertise level, which definitely helps a lot. You can see there it's 12.55%. It's pretty reasonable amount. So yeah, that's my character, my setup. I'm going to talk you through some rotations and basically a couple of do's and don'ts really to do with a bounty hunter and Pyrotech build. Quite heavily relying on DPS. Survivability. It's quite easy to survive one-on-ones and even 1 versus 2s if you use your cooldowns. Your shield obviously is brilliant. Got the biochem stim or your Warzone stim, both for increasing your stats and just to keep you alive. You've also got your heal over time, which is useful if you use it to pop with if you've got your Akata stim. That increases your health by 15%. So yeah, it's quite nice to do that because your hot basically heals a proportion of your health. So if you can increase it a little bit and then pop your hot, that's always good. I'm just checking out, seeing what's going on around here. Good time to talk about the bounty hunter class. There's a certain rotation for Pyrotech you should be using. A lot of people like to open up with the thermal detonator. I don't. I prefer to go with incendiary missile, which puts a dot on them and also opens up a free rail shot. So you can usually close the distance for an incendiary missile rail shot. But hopefully, if you're running in, you should have it in range for your flame burst. Flame burst at this point will have I think it's a 20% chance of unlocking a free rail shot, and then you could move straight in with your rocket punch, and by this time your thermal detonator should just about be going off. I'll see if I can put it in here. There you go, and then you can use that rocket punch. It times nicely. You can hit for about 5,000 on average in a couple of combination, not including your rail shot and your flame burst. So there's some sick burst DPS on this class. Obviously managing your heat is a massive problem with Pyrotech. I haven't spec'd into the extra heat ventilation when you get stunned or immobilized, so I'm kind of just trying to keep the heat down. Obviously failing at times, as you can see here. Spotted it. You need to just keep out of danger while you've got the heat overheating. You also got your vent heat and also your free ability, which is pretty cool. If you can use that every now and then, usually good as you're building heat. I usually forget and pop it when I'm out of heat. Yeah. So you know, I'll just show you a bit of one-on-one capabilities here. I'll be mainly concentrating on that for this video. You'll see a bit more later, but the DPS on these guys, you know, if you can get through there initial cooldowns and protections, which they usually throw up quite early, you save your stuns. Try and manage them well. You know, if you know they're going to run away, you keep your grappling hook to keep them back in range. I don't always pop straight away all my moves. It's good to see what sort of damage you can do against them. They can stun you, take you down to half health. You immediately panic, waste your cooldowns, and then realise that actually a couple of shots and they're going to be on their asses anyway. This guy, see, now I would have loved to have my grappling hook. I wasted that earlier. Also my freeze move, I forget what it's called, that I also wasted immediately after my grapple, which had put them into full resolve. So I'm just going to mess this guy up here for you. Just a bit of movement, and this guy was a little bit crap anyway, but keeping the interrupts going and just basically trying to manage that heat as best I can. Not much I can do here really. I'm trying to get some refuge, but yeah, I was spent. I had no health, my cooldowns, all was gone. It happens, but next time you know. That's a good idea to keep an eye on the map and make sure that you know where you're going, where your team is, who's under attack. You can always check on the map just by hovering over certain cursors on the other side of the map. You know, if their maximum health and their present health is different, then you pretty much know that they're under fire and they could do with some help. These guys here all clustering together nicely for a death from above. I've popped my cooldowns here, so I'm going to just take out the guys on the edge. They always seem to be up to trouble and mischief, so makes you wonder why they're out there. Either healers, DPS, either way they want to be going down. So yeah, I'm going to stay on that guy now until he's dead. This guy here, a little bit harder. I should have got to take some time, lose some heat, find out who's the main threat. There he is. He's going to try and get away. The minute they start running, then you know that they're in trouble. This guy's coming in here. I can just circle around. I want to take these healers down pretty quickly because at a time like this they can really sway the tide of battle. So I'm just going to stay on these guys, keep a solid amount of DPS. I'm overheating a little bit there. Just running that same rotation, flame burst, opening up for the rail shot, incendiary missile if need be, rocket punch. You know, both proc on rail shots, your main DPS, thermal detonators, a couple of well placed stuns, and yeah, just casually taking them down. It's a rewarding class. You can see that guy over there. I'm pretty well on my maximum heat here, but if I could just take him out of the fight, make him think I'm not, just by laying down the odd big shot. There we go. So he's this is a bit of a godsend here really. He doesn't want to attack me because he wants to heal, but I need to lose some heat, so he's kind of spelled his own death there. I'm going to let him think that he's got away with that. I'll come back to him later. Let's just circle around. So we'll just pull this guy and lay down a quick burst. It's always good to lay that on first. It's a 2.5 second stun rather than a 4 second. You can use your 4 second after they've broken and use their move. You can attack throughout with both of these, so it's good. It's always good to open up, if possible, with your carbonate ray. Let's move back in and do some more death from above. Let's get these people down. Don't want more turning up at this point. So there's one going down there. And now we need to decide who needs the punishment here. It's probably going to be the Jedi Volko. Why, you know, Jedi? Well, this is why. So we're just gonna let him get a bit of distance and then finish him off here. Some nice heals coming away from Sneaky Snake. Not that I'm taking much damage, I don't think. This guy's pretty much running away. Let's just play that on him. We can build up for a larger attack later. It's always good to get some procs on him if you can for a quick rail shot. But this guy's learning the hard way. I think it's always good just to lay down a bit of fire as you're running through, finish some guys off, let them think they've got away a little bit, and then obviously go in for the kill. Misdirection, obviously great when you're overheating. You can let them think you lost interest. No one wants that sort of DPS on them, so they're quite happy to let you go and find a new target. Obviously that is never the case. They always pay in the end. So that guy over there just wondering whether he should come in. Probably not. Let's go have a look. So dump a bit of heat. There's always 2 run buffs in this place. A lot of people seem to forget and end up running through. There's one just here as well behind you. You can always pick that up, run around the other side if one of your mates in front of you grabs it. Let's just get this SWTOR again. He's obviously probably getting quite pissed off, but we don't really care. I get a lot of kill skills here. Seem to be finishing them off, and then someone just takes the final blow. Mind you, that was pretty much a joint effort there. Let's this guy over here about to cause some mayhem. We'll take care of him. Now I do have another build I go with where you can maximise your flame burst. It's an extra 6%, which isn't a bad idea for a Pyrotech really. I'm not rolling with that right now. I've gone for the extra rail shot and a couple of quell moves as well. We'll talk about that in a second. That's the interrupt. It's great if you can keep it so that you can do it every 4 seconds or 5 seconds, I think 6 seconds I think. Always good against sorcerers and stuff. You can see here we get top damage, not great. You can expect 450, 530 I think the highest is I've got. So got top kills there, 1 death, 340 objectives, 6 things. Not amazing, but I was trying to had a bit of downtime while I was trying to explain, and yeah, that's the Powertech at level 50, boys.